Next is the center of gravity. What is the center of gravity? How you can define it? So first of all, the center of gravity of any object is the point where the whole weight of the object is considered to be concentrated. If I suppose that I have this object in the shape of sphere, then what would be the center of the gravity? The whole weight of this sphere is basically concentrated at the center of this sphere. It means that the point at the center of the sphere is the center of gravity. So I can simply say the center of gravity of any object is basically the point where the whole weight of the object is considered to be concentrated. You can see here the definition. The center of gravity of an object is the point where the weight of an object is considered to be concentrated. So there are different objects for which the center of gravity is given. First of all, here is the sphere. The center of the sphere is basically the center of the gravity because here the whole weight of that sphere is acting. After that, if I consider any symmetric object, just as the rectangle or a sphere, in all of these objects, the center of gravity is basically the center of these shapes. So I can simply say that for every symmetric object, the center of the gravity is the point which is at the center of this shape. What is the center of gravity of human body? Can you tell me? I suppose that there is a person that is standing upright. For this person, the center of gravity is basically in the middle of the body, but it should be behind the navel. So I can simply say that for a person that is standing upright, the center of gravity is basically in the middle of the body. You can see here the examples of the center of gravity. For the sphere, the center of gravity is at the center of the sphere. The center of gravity for every symmetric object with uniform density. The object should be symmetric as well as the density should be uniform. It is located at the point of symmetry, means that at the center of these shapes. For a person standing upright, the center of gravity is roughly in the middle of the body behind the navel. Navel. The basic point is that here, the center of gravity basically affected by the gravity. Means that the gravitational field. You know that Earth has gravity, it attracts everything towards itself. So in the center of gravity, here is a weight, and the weight basically depends upon the gravitational field strength. So I can simply say that the center of the gravity depends upon the gravitational field, means that it is affected, means that the center of gravity is affected by the gravitational field. But there is no effect of the gravitational field on the center of mass. The same point is given here. The gravitational field does not affect the center of mass, but it does affect the center of gravity. This is the very important point to differentiate. This is the very important point to differentiate between the center of mass and the center of gravity. Here you can see there is a simulation which is related to the center of gravity. Let's open this. So first of all, I'll start here. What I'm doing here? I'm going to increase the distance between both of these. Now you can see the object is moving here, but it goes at the end and here it is stable, means that it stops here. But if I narrow this distance, you can see here this object cannot reaches at the end, but comes back after covering a very small distance. So I can simply say that actually here when you have to find out the stability of any object, you need to widen the base. When you widen the base as well as the center of gravity should be lowered. When both of these conditions satisfied, the body is in stable state. So I can simply say that here I'm going to increase the distance between them. Here the base is wider. Now you can see the object is moving, goes at the end and will stop here. But in the second case, when I make the base narrow, then the object will come back here and it cannot reach the maximum distance here, means that it comes on the left side at it reaches previously. So this is the center of gravity. The center of gravity of the object should be lowered as well as the base should be wider so that the object is in state of stability. You can also practice it here as well. Here you can see the center of gravity for the different object. First is the center of gravity for a rectangle. First of all, here is the center of gravity of a triangle. In the second shape, the center of the circle is given, which is the center of gravity of this shape. And for the rectangle, the center of gravity is also at the center. So for all of these shapes, as these are the symmetric bodies, the center of the gravity would be the center of all of these objects. We have to differentiate between the center of mass and center of gravity. First of all, you know that center of gravity is basically the point where the whole weight of the body is considered to be concentrated. But as the center of mass is the point where the whole mass of the body is considered to be concentrated. You know that the center of gravity is affected by the gravitational field because it is related with the weight. But the center of mass is related with the mass and it is not affected by the gravitational field. So I can simply say here, the point where the whole mass of the body is considered to be concentrated is basically the center of mass. And the point where the whole weight of the body is considered to be concentrated, it is the center of gravity. Center of mass is basically concerned with the mass of the body, while the center of gravity is related to the weight acting on the particle of the body. So center of gravity is related with the weight, while the center of mass is related with the mass of the body. So in the case of small object, the center of mass and the center of gravity, both of these coincide. If the size of the object is very small, in this case, both of these points coincide. But in the case of larger bodies, the center of mass and the center of gravity does not coincide. The same difference is given here. In the case of small bodies, the center of mass and the center of gravity coincide. It is basically in the uniform gravitational field. And in the case of large bodies, the center of mass and the center of gravity does not coincide. Center of mass is used to study the translational motion of the body, but the center of gravity basically used to determine the stability of the body. The stability of any body is basically determined by the center of gravity, where it is located. Here is the examination tips. Correctly understand the difference between the center of mass and the center of gravity. Center of mass remains the same on each location because the center of mass is not affected by the gravitational field, means that there is no effect of the gravity on the center of mass. That's why it remains the same on every location, but the center of gravity changes with the location because the value of g changes. Center of gravity is basically the point where the weight of the object is concentrated, and weight is the product of mass and gravitational field strength. So this value of g basically changes from location to location. If I suppose that there is object which is placed on the earth and the second object is placed on the moon, then on the surface of the earth and moon, the gravitational field strength varies. Both of these locations have the different gravitational field strength. That's why when the weight of both of these objects varies at these surfaces, it means that the center of gravity changes from location to location. Next point is that the center of gravity, the center of the mass may lies inside or outside the body, and it is constantly shifting depending upon the shape of the body. So you can simply say here the center of mass may lies inside or outside of the body. But when the body is changing, like its shape is changing, then the center of mass also shifts. Here is an experiment to determine the center of gravity of an irregular shaped plane lamina. So here there is an experiment that how you can find out the center of gravity of any object. You can see here there is an experimental setup. In the first figure, it's a irregular shape. The first figure is basically showing that it's an irregular shaped object for which you are going to find out the center of gravity. So basically what you have to do here, first of all, you have to consider any irregular shape just as plane laminar. And here this red circle is basically showing, here I placed a pin at the point on the edge of the lamina, which is shown by the red circle, and then I let it swing freely. I have to make here the vertical line with the help of pencil, which is shown by the blue line. So after considering this point, mark a vertical line from that point across the lamina using a pencil and a plumb line. Know what is meant by the plumb line? It's basically a tiny mass which is attached to the piece of string. So here you have to make the vertical line which is shown by the blue line here. This line is drawn with the help of pencil as well as the plumb line. This plumb line is basically a very small mass that is attached to the string. So the center of gravity basically lies on this line. Any point, I don't know exactly at which point. So in order to find out the center of gravity, you actually need to make any other line. Just consider that you have to place the pin at any other point on the edge of the lamina and then swing it freely. After that, make a vertical line. This vertical line cuts the first vertical line. So where both of these lines cuts, it is basically the center of gravity of that object. So I can simply say here you have to repeat this experiment 2 to 3 times, and where the lines intersect, it would be the center of gravity for this irregular shaped plane lamina. So let's go back and see the answer. Here you have to follow the following steps in order to determine the center of gravity of irregular shaped plane lamina. Consider a body of irregular shape just like the plane laminar. Place the pin at the point on the edge of the lamina and let it swing freely. Mark a vertical line from the pin point across the lamina using a pencil and plumb line. Plumb line is basically a tiny mass which is attached with the piece of the string. You have to take a small piece of string and attach a very small mass with it. It basically becomes as plumb line. The center of gravity must be located on this line. For the other point on the edge of the lamina, repeat the same procedure. You have to take 2 to 3 points and repeat the same procedure. The point of intersection of the 3 lines is basically the position of the center of gravity. So when you repeat this experiment 3 times, these 3 lines basically curse each other at a single point. So this single point is basically the position of the center of gravity, which you are going to calculate, which you are going to determine here. So in this way, you can find out the center of gravity of any irregular shaped object. The effect of position of center of gravity on the stability of the object. So I can simply say here the stability of any object depends upon the position of the center of gravity. Here in this figure you can see the left hand side figure. This blue circle basically showing the position of the center of gravity, and this arrow basically showing that it's acting in downward. Means that the weight of this body is acting in downward direction. So the left object is stable. It is because of the reason the center of gravity for that object is lower. The object is only stable when the center of the gravity for that object is lower. If the center of gravity is at some height, means that it's not lower, it's in upward. So in this case, the body is unstable. You can first of all see here, the stability of the object depends on where its center of gravity is located. When the center of gravity is lower, then the object is more stable. When the center of gravity is lower, the object is in stable position. The higher the center of gravity, the more likely the object is to topple over if it is pushed. The first figure here, left hand figure, basically showing the object is stable because its center of gravity is lower. The second figure, which is on the right hand side, it is basically showing that if you push the object, it will topple. It is because of the reason the center of gravity is basically not longer over its base, and it is not too much lower, like it is shifted in upward direction in this case when the object is topple. So the left hand side object is a state of, so here the left object is stable, while the second object is not stable. It will topple as its center of gravity is not over its base. Here is the exam question that appeared in October-November 2020. The diagram shows a stand. The stand holds a heavy mass above the bench. You can see here, there is a bench over. Here is also the base of the stand, and as well as a heavy mass is attached with this stand. Which two changes would definitely make the stand more stable? So how you can make the stand more stable? Let's see the answer. Answer A, lower the mass and make the base narrow. B, lower the mass and make the base wider. C, raise the mass and make the base narrow. D, raise the mass and make the base wider. So what changes you need to do here to make the stand more stable? First of all, the base should be very wider. When the base is wider, the object is in more stable position. And the second thing is related to the center of mass. You have to lower the center of mass of this stand. When the center of mass is lower, then the body is more stable. Let's see the answer and explanation. To make the stand more stable, the center of gravity should be lower and the base should be made more wider. There are two conditions for the body to be in stable state. One is that the center of gravity should be lower, which you can done by lowering the mass. And the second is the base should be wider. When both of these conditions meet, the body is in more stable state. Therefore, answer B is correct. Let's go back and see the answer B. Here in the answer B, lower the mass means that lower the center of gravity and make the base wider. So B answer is correct from here. Here is also the exam question that appeared in October-November 2017. Let's see this. The diagram shows 4 table lamps resting on a table. The position of the center of mass of each lamp is labeled X. Which lamp is more stable? So there are 4 lamps A, B, C and D. You have to show that which one of the following lamp is more stable. Again here you have to use the concept of center of gravity should be lower and the base should be wider. In the answer A, you can see X is basically represent the center of the gravity. It is not at the bottom, it is at the top. It means that the answer A is incorrect from here. This lamp is not stable. In the answer B, you can see the center of gravity is lower, which is at this point, and also see the base of this lamp. Either it's narrow or wider. So first of all, here in the answer B, the center of gravity is lower. It means that it is in stable state. Let's see the other answer, then we will decide that which lamp is in more stable state. In the answer C, again the center of gravity is upward. It is not correct answer. And in the D, the center of gravity is lower, which is at the position X. But see the base. The base is narrow in the answer D as compared to the B. It means that in the B, the base is wider. So for the object to be in more stable state, the base should be wider as well as the center of gravity should be lower, which is given in the B. It means that B is correct from here because of the 2 reasons. This lamp is more stable. One is that its center of gravity is lower and second its base is wider.